Hi, this is Paula Bernier. I'm here at ITEXPO in Anaheim speaking with Peter Bailey, who is President and CEO of Vertical Communications. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you're going to be one of the keynoters today, actually.
Hope I don't put people to sleep. Yeah.
At the show. And during your keynote, you're going to talk a little bit about the need for communications technology solutions to address the natural workflows of businesses. What does that mean exactly?
Well, so first, we're trying to change the conversation a little bit. I think as an industry, we do a great job talking about technology and some of the building blocks. And we find that when we're engaging customers on their terms, it's really about their workflows that we're trying to either enhance or inform to achieve some business goal. So when I talk about workflows, it's really to say we're talking about the customer and using our technology to really enhance their workflows. And when we engage a customer that way and deploy our solutions that way, we end up providing great value for our customers. And so it's a common thread in how we talk about our business, and certainly also how we talk about our products and how we go to market.
And in your opinion, have communications vendors done a good job at understanding and satisfying workflow needs?
It's a tough question. Yes and no, I think, is the answer. I think we all understand the value of workflows. I don't think we market and communicate in those terms to customers or to our channels. And I think if you look at other technology segments, whether it's ERP or CRM and large enterprise, where there's large systems integrator practices that really get into enterprises and talk to the customers about workflow, that doesn't seem to exist in our business, and we tend to sort of develop technology and building blocks, sort of throw it over the wall with marketing slicks and data sheets, and leave it to the channel to create a solution. And somewhere in there it gets lost, I think. I think somewhere we're not doing a great job of really communicating to the customer the true value of these things. And what we have found over time is when we talk about specific workflows at the customer, identify those pain points, talk to the people that own the P&L in a business, you can have incredible engagement and you can have a lot of success. So. And
what are some of the drivers impacting workflows?
Well, again, that's a big question. Every business is absolutely different. But when we think about sort of the last 5 or 10 years, we've got a lot of technology change, most recently mobility and cloud really impacting things. And so while every business has always had all these workflows, they're changing. And they're trying to figure out how to deal with that change. And so in our case, we provide a platform that's very flexible with lots of different applications and tools that allow us to wrap ourselves around a customer and their workflows, as well as bring them along on mobility and cloud and some of these things impacting their business, and give them a tool set really with which to address a lot of the newer workflows like working from home, collaborating, video conferencing, things like that have really become commonplace, giving them a platform that can do all that for them. And so I think it's really helping the customer figure out those workflows, enhance them, and then bring them into sort of the modern tool set.
And what is Vertical addressing? How is the company addressing the requirements associated with natural workflows?
Well, in our case, again, I kind of answered that question a little bit with what I just said before, but it comes back to the product and the platform. And so what we think is a very extensible platform. It's doing things like call management at the core, but really with an application set as well as APIs and the ability to expand that such that we can give a customer all the tools they need to handle the communication sides of their workflows internally. And so that's something we've been working on very hard for a long time. We focus on vertical markets, and that has also helped really inform some of our product decisions and make ourselves even more relevant for customers. And ultimately deliver more value for them.
Right. And speaking of delivery, Vertical invested heavily in a direct go-to-market approach, which is counter to what we see in the marketplace. So Can you give us an update on that strategy and how it's impacted your traditional reseller partners?
Well, listen, I will say what I say to my resellers all the time is we're interested in penetration into the market and getting in front of more and more customers. I think we have found that we've had a lot more success building and growing a direct business to get in front of more customers than recruiting more channel partners. And I think it's the nature of a mature industry where you've got a lot of channel partners engaged with very large vendors. We have found that by going direct, we're able to get in front of more customers easily. In addition, because we're now solution selling and because this is now engaging a business and talking about their workflows and more of a consultative process, our ability to train salespeople, engage our customers, we have found through a direct model has been more successful. So we're not giving up on channel by any stretch. Again, we're looking to really penetrate the market, and so to the extent we've got channel partners that can do that in their segment, we're not going to open up a shop next door to them. We're going to let them go and be successful.
And Vertical's always been focused on delivering innovations and new products. What can we expect from the company on this front going forward?
Well, we're going to talk about some of those things at the conference here in the next couple of days. But we're making a lot of investments around making communications accessible from any client, any environment, any tool. So whether it's a kiosk at a retailer or through web, obviously, and mobile, we continue to put more feature set out in the hands of those endpoints. And we're going to be talking about WebRTC and things like that at the conference, but we really see just trying to break down all the barriers to accessing these communications tools from various endpoints, and that allows you then to put them into workflows, if that makes sense.
Great. All right. Well, thanks so much for being with us today.
Great. Thank you, Paula.